Hi, all. Welcome to the Caseverse, your one stop solution to the case based learning. In this video, I want to take up the core fundamental question as to why a case study in the first place. Why has case study been gaining so much of popularity? Why has it been embraced so widely across the world, across the educational institutions as the most preferred tool of learning in the higher education? What distinguishes a case study, case based learning from the other instruments, other methods of intervention is something that I want to take up. I want to discuss with you. Your views and opinions at the end of this video are most welcome. There may be numerous reasons, numerous views, opinions as to why should a case study be taken, but I want to narrow down the whole narrative, the whole discussion to three components that case study uh, conveys very effectively among the learners. Now, who are we firstly addressing? We are addressing an audience pursuing higher education and who are anticipating to take up leadership roles in very short future. And what is it that distinguishes the leadership population from the non-leadership population in various workplaces, may it be in executive roles or entrepreneurial roles or social organizations? What is it that distinguishes the leadership roles from the non-leadership employees in the organization? The buck stops at one word. Guesses? Decision. Leaders take decisions. In fact, those who make decisions, effective decisions, rational decisions, evolve as leaders in the long run. And what are those instruments, those components that one must be equipped with in order to take effective, powerful, and rational decisions in the best interest of the organization, the people, the teams, the products or services of the organization? Here is where I want to introduce these three components, which is conveyed in the best possible manner through a case study. One, critical reasoning, critical thinking, whether the learner is able to exercise a critical thinking through the reading of the case, whether the learner is able to exercise an unbiased evaluation of the facts of the case, whether the learner is able to draw accurate, near accurate interpretation of the scenarios discussed in the case, whether the learner is able to exercise the logical deductive, logical inductive reasoning into the situations discussed in the case. That forms critical thinking, an unbiased, a non-prejudiced thinking of the learner around the case. The second component, analytical reasoning. Is the learner able to process the various information shared in the case in form of data, facts, numbers, statistics, figures? Is the learner able to process all this data and information through the appropriate tools of analysis? Third, strategic thinking. With all the previous two factors discussed, critical thinking and the analytical reasoning, is the learner able to form a systems thinking? Is he or she able to break down a complex problem into simpler components? Is he able to visualize the given situation through the big picture of an organization or the space that is discussed in the case? Is he or she able to appraise the big picture and look at the scenario, and are they able to carry out a scenario-based analysis, a strategic thinking? Now, these three are the essential components that a case-based learner or the learner is is expected to be groomed with towards effective, rational, and powerful, impactful decisions for the organizations. Critical thinking, analytical reasoning, and strategic thinking. And as a facilitator in the higher education space, the facilitator is expected. Do you really think it needs humans anymore just to pass on the academic theories or concepts or definitions? Definitely not. We are already so much information overloaded with all the active, tacit, all the real digital platforms of information that once again carrying out the sessions in a very pedagogical way might prove redundant. Case study is that powerful instrument that that helps the facilitator in enabling the learner to groom oneself with these three essential components, leading to effective decision making: critical thinking, analytical thinking, strategic thinking. So, in my view, from my experience of case writing and case facilitating in the last 2 decades, I would bet on these three components as three motives of a case facilitator when he or she is taking a case for a discussion into the classroom. That's all in this video, and I shall be back soon with another insightful video. Until then, see you.